Greetings and welcome to Digipal Plays. Today I will be going for a game I already played before, so not first playthrough. I will come back to that, easy. Which is a game called Moss. Which is one of my personal favorites I've played all the way back from PS4, which have recently been upgraded, at least I think it was recently, been upgraded to PS5. And back on the PS4, you were forced to use normal PlayStation controllers instead of the hand controllers like these VR controllers. Which was an interesting touch, which worked fine, no problem. And with the upgrade to PS5, we actually go over to actual VR controllers. I don't want to say too much about the story because it's an experience, like most games are with stories. But this game is a puzzle game, a puzzle platformer with some fighting mixed in, which works really well, I will say. And it's not from a first person you do this from a third person. So there's very little chance of having any sort of motion sickness. So it's a perfect game to start out if you want to try VR. And you don't want anything like too complex, like enemies flying from all directions and stuff like that, where you can see from a different angle instead of a first person. So, with that being said, let's just begin.
Your time has come at last, dear reader. While we began this tale long ago, we hope it is yours to finish. But this story is not yours alone. No, it is tied to another. And the journey you take together could change the fate of both our worlds. Shall we begin? They called it the Cinder Night. What came from those dark, starless skies would change the world of Moss forever. The peace that had settled across the land was broken by an unconquerable nightmare. And that night, the animals nearly met their end. First, they killed the king. A winged creature broke from the shadows and plucked him from his royal bedchamber high atop the tallest tower. Next, the serpent Sarfog and the armies of the Arcane tore up from the underworld. They ravaged the castle in search of that which gave the king power beyond understanding, one of the fabled glass relics. The King's Guard fought bravely, but the castle soon pulsed with the Arcane's evil. Every room was gutted, every statue, tapestry, and adornment hexed. But the glass was never found. Even the reclusive sprites set aside their differences on that fated night. They sent a great champion, empowered by their own glass relic, to challenge the serpent and its steel army. Meanwhile, Sir Argus, commander of the King's Guard, led the survivors west through a temple long abandoned by their ancestors and far away from their newly risen enemies. It was an arduous escape. Finally, after passage beneath the impassable mire, they found refuge in a clearing hidden safely in the trees. Argus charged back to join the Sprite champion at the mire's edge. Together, they fought back the arcane and sealed the temple passage that led to the clearing. But the champion was gravely injured. Clutching his glass, he retreated deep into the forest where he drew his last breath. A large tree grew upon him. It stood many years in watchful duty, safeguarding the glass and awaiting its next hero.
Here we begin.
That hero, albeit an unlikely one, did arrive at a time she'd be needed most. Quill was out adventuring beyond the edge of the clearing. Dusk was creeping in, but she wondered what she might find if she went just a little farther.
I actually feel that in the helmet. Wow, that's a different experience. Look at those ears. They're so cute. And a cute little scarf as well.
She was not exactly sure what she roused, but she felt no danger from the being silently peering down at her. Quill had to hurry. The village gates would soon close, and night would follow.
Oh my god, it's much better graphic than from the PS4. I don't actually see any pixels of what of what I remember. The PS4 kind of has some pixels, but this one actually, I don't register any pixels at all. This is awesome. Even my head movement, the leaves pick up. Nice. No, the warrior unfortunately does not react to it, but the grass at least does.
Night, her uncle often warned, was when danger was most present. But Quill preferred the stories of the magical creatures that woke to protect the forest.
And the extra nice thing is there's a story, there's gameplay, but at the same time there's also, not necessary, but there is some collectibles to be found on the way, if you feel like finding them. Which comes in two different variations. One we found there is a scroll, which has some nice, how would you say, like those glass things that, it makes, it colors out a motif back at the reader's realm, if you want to call it that, which I can show at some point. And a second one is some dust from different barrels and stuff you find around. Which they don't really do anything, but it adds a little nice thing back in the reader's. I don't know. I don't know what you call it. Let's call it the library. Back in the library, where you can touch it, and it will start glowing some different colors. RGB effect. Oh, and also, really quickly, before I forget again, to those that don't know, I cannot be I cannot see chat when I play VR games. So if you're trying to contact me while I'm playing VR, know that messages does not show up on my helmet. So, not because I'm ignoring you or being rude, I just can't see. So, though, if you want, you're free to, like, leave comments and stuff like that I can see afterwards, if I watch the VOD again, at some point. Oh, small squirrels and mice. And a chunky squirrel up there, I think. Stained glass, that's the thing I was looking for. It kind of looks like stained glass that you collect from those, ooh, careful with the balancing. From those, scrolls.
Thanks to her new friend, Quill had saved priceless grains from the hourglass.
So, time. Fancy way of saying it.
She raced to the door of the cottage she shared with her uncle, hoping once he saw her discovery, he'd lose himself in tales of its legend.
I just realized we saw some squirrels earlier, and yet we have another squirrel. Aw, saying hi to the squirrel, which they used to ride on. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Uncle Argus was watching the evening light dim when Quill burst through the front door of their cottage. Uncle, there's something you have to see.
Out past the bell again,
he scolded.
Quill, I've told you countless times.
I know, Quill replied, crestfallen.
I know.
I didn't mean to worry you, but I found something strange and magical. Quill's hands trembled as she showed him the glass. What is it? She asked. A look of panic spilled over her uncle's stoic exterior.
Where did you find this?
Roared Uncle Argus. Quill had never seen her uncle so shaken. Just west of the clearing, she explained. And as soon as I picked it up, something started helping me. Uncle Argus followed her motion.
A reader? With you, here, right now? Quill, what you found is very powerful and very dangerous,
he said with great concern.
If I could take this burden from you, I would. But this reader has chosen. Even with the moon full and bright, I must go right away.
Quill pressed. Where are you going? I can help. We can help.
No, he snapped. They'll find you and tear you apart. I have to go alone. It is for your own safety, and for everyone here in the clearing.
His long, heartfelt hug told her he was heading for danger.
I'll be back before midnight. Until I return, I need your word you will not leave the clearing with that glass. Promise me, Quill.
I promise, she said reluctantly, wondering where her uncle was going so deep into the night.
Ah! Flashbang! Wow, some fast breathing.
Hey, kid! Kid! Wake up! Hey, kid, over here! I know where your uncle went. I can show you. You're twofold now. Very important. Bring that glass, and your sidekick, too. We're going to need them. Quill called out. Hey! Starthing, wait! Quill had never met a Starthing. In campfire stories, they often meddled in the lives of mortals. And when they appeared, mischief followed. Passage through the eastern gate was strictly forbidden. But despite her promise, Quill knew in her heart that Uncle Argus needed her. Quill demanded answers. Starthing, you can't just barge in here with your riddles. Where is he? What do you know? The trouble your uncle's heading for is the kind only you and that silent giant up there can get him out of. This way, kid, urged the Starthing. And don't forget to tuck your ears in.
Hey there. Just a little mouse passing through.
Just on the other side is the mire, the Starling assured her. There's a good chance your uncle's still there.
Oops.
Did you hear that? The Starling seemed anxious. I've ruffled enough leaves in these parts. I can't be seen with you. I'll catch up with you later. Just don't go and die on me.
Wow. This is another thing which I think is very awesome. I don't know, I haven't researched or anything, but I'm pretty sure the mouse does sign language too. Which is a very awesome detail in this game. Okay, nothing of interest, alright. Are you eluding me with something? And the enemies appears for the first time. Let's go!
A whisper echoed through the trees.
Fought like someone who has stolen our champion's power.
Stolen is a
A
discussion.
small, yet fantastical band of sprites emerged, surrounding Quill.
I'm Veda, root seer of the mire, and you have crossed into our domain.
She sized up Quill with a rueful gaze, then turned her attention upward.
I sense you there too. I have not felt the presence of such a promising reader in some time.
Oh, stop it.
A youthful warrior marched forward. Rootseer, I'm prepared to honor our great champion's legacy. Rodent, give us our glass.
You weren't chosen.
Quill stepped closer. Where is my uncle? If you've hurt him...
Silence!
Veda thundered back.
It was Argus who summoned us here, and now I see why. Young one, I'm afraid the trees hum of attack. Your uncle's been taken to the castle of your ancestors.
Quill's knees buckled as Veda continued.
Argus put himself at great risk calling for us. Your uncle once took a solemn oath to protect the glass of your fallen king. He is the only one left who knows where it's been hidden. The Arcane have long sought to wrest that knowledge from him. And you dare to cross into the mire with our glass? Sarfog will soon burn through this forest looking to tear you and your reader apart. Unless, of course, you find them first. Take these. Weapons made for the mighty champion who died so that your people could live.
Quill felt its otherworldly power course through her.
Find your uncle twofold, before the serpent and its masters break him.
The warrior fumed. Our glass with her? Rootseer! She's minuscule!
Come now. The reader has chosen its hero. We must let their story unfold.
Veda replied with a frost of finality, and vanished into the shadows of the mire.
Ha! Oops. Damn it. One more on the road. Or is it one more for the road? I think it's one more for the road.
It was Quill's favorite story. How Sir Argus fought beside the Sprite Champion to seal this temple from the Arcane, and secured the survival of their kinds. Simply standing in their heroic footsteps felt like a great honor.
Wait. Gotcha. Stones, right? Yeah, it's stones. Sneaky. Okay, I can't. It doesn't register when I blow at it. I don't think it even registers my head right now. Yeah, I have to be on the other side first. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, maybe I should have cut it earlier. Alright, alright, alright. Yay! Oops. Come here, you. Follow the light. Too late. Oh well. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. What? Oh, right, I have to stop it, of course. Okay, I can only control one at a time. Alright. Wait. Uh-huh. Oh boy. There we go. Come on. Dust collector. Not as charming as it's supposed to sound. High five. They made this game so adorable. Oh crap. Whoops. Well, this is quick to solve. Oh, it's all open now. Alright. And also, a little extra thing that they did in this game, of what I recollect, it wasn't there in the beginning. And they added it later for free. A small side story.
Quill hoped this was a shortcut to the castle. What she found was a strange and vibrant place shrouded in perpetual twilight. But something about it was oddly familiar.
We're infested.
A grumble echoed from the cave.
And why would I do that?
It croaked loudly, annoyed at either nothing or something.
You in there!
Declared Quill boldly.
Where are we? I'm looking for the fastest way to the castle.
Ribbit.
Quill recognized the toad as Veda's steed from the mire. Seemingly oblivious to Quill, he continued.
Fine. I'll open the route. Give them your fancy test. But you're only digging yourself a deeper grave with Root Seer Vader.
If Vader knew I led you here, she'd burn my roots from existence. A voice rose from the soil, gently shaking the branches. But I need to know you can handle the perils of the castle.
A new glove.
No animal has ever crossed into a sprite's heartwood. The words radiated from the leaves. You must prove I've not erred in giving you the glass relic.
Oops. Sorry. Alright. Most likely that way. Exactly.
A good start, but we'll have more work to do if Veda is ever going to accept you as her champion. I'll summon you again when you're ready. Quill and the Reader were reunited with the Toad of cantankerous disposition. One test. Small flies, if you ask me. I doubt they'll even find the second portal back.
Get out of my sight! And back to crushing pots and find dust. No dust here. Oh boy. Let's see if I remember correctly. Oh, I see. Haha. No? Yeah, so there was something I had to do back there. Oh, right, there, of course. Oops. Hey. Don't shoot. Like, you're supposed to shoot that one. Oh, no? Oh, right, I can do it this way. Huh? Maybe I was too far on the side. There we go. Nah. No, I have to go this way. Was thinking maybe I could jump from here to up there, but nah. Yay! Woo! Oops. Bye. End the story. Reader killed mouse. And up you go. There we are. Right. The key. Up. And onwards we go. Towards destiny. Hello, buddy. Mm-hmm. You first. No, you don't. Hands off. That's one. And if I remember correctly, they switch. Exactly. Oh, okay. Mist and dust there to the right, but whatever.
Quill felt a swell of pride as she approached the cavern river. Its guiding banks once led her people to safety after the Cinder Night. Now, all these years later, she would follow it back.
Ah, light.
Quill's muscles ached, and her eyes grew heavy. She decided it best to set up camp and rest before journeying on to the castle.
Hey, kid. Good. You're alive.
The starling spoke as it circled the campfire. Quill gasped in shock as the starling unveiled monstrous wings and curled horns. It descended, talons gleaming.
Oh, dear. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not scared, Quill replied. I just didn't know starlings were feathered.
This starving thing's gotta go, kid. The name's Adurin. No, we aren't feathered. Only me. I'm working on it. Let's just say choosing the wrong friends comes with a price. But you seem like a good friend to have.
Thanks, I think. Quill readied her meal and paused to take in the strange winged creature who now called her friend. As a field of stars bloomed over the sky, their campfire conversations deepened.
He's all I have. If I lose him, I don't know what I'll do,
confided Quill. Adurin looked down at his wings.
If I help you find him, can you help me?
If we can, we will, Starling. I mean, Adurin. Although Quill was far from the safety and comfort of her nook in the cottage,
Aww.
her exhaustion led her into a deep sleep.
Hey, Ghostface. A lot
Hey.
of folks have been waiting for a reader like you to return. I know I have. I'm going to scout the castle up ahead. Keep her safe, okay? For both our sakes.
I will.
Adurin was nowhere to be found. But looming high on a distant bluff was the castle, a stark reminder of what mattered most. Quill drew a deep breath and readied herself for the journey ahead.
Ah, the second portal.
Upon their return, it was evident the toad had not warmed to their company.
You really are asking for it. When they fail this second test, dibs on the runt for dinner.
He muttered
Bruh.
to no one in particular. I've heard through my little buds that you've made great strides on your journey. The voice rang from the wood. But the true test of twofold requires mastery from you both.
Oh. Let me borrow you for a minute. Now I can't get it there. Wait a minute. The issue with ankles. And I freaking did it again. And a new sword.
The Arcane are enraged by your bond. The stronger it becomes, the harder you'll be to defeat. Reader, through this sword, Quill can channel your energy.
No. Oh. It's a little too early. Oh wait, I see, I see, I see. Oops. This is so much easier to control than the crabs or whatever you want to call them. Hell yeah. Oh. Why do we keep doing this? Poor mouse. Wait a minute. There's no way I could get back to that. Oh, apparently there is. At least I hope so, else I'm busted. I'm afraid there's not. Oh wait, if I destroy that, it'll pop back up over here. Right. Oh, I see, I see, I see, I see. I wasn't supposed to jump over there.
Be steadfast with this one, reader, advised the voice. Things will get difficult, but you mustn't close the book on your hero.
Quill felt more assured. more ready for the dangers of the castle.
The toad, however, was not yet impressed.
Still just a rodent in champion's clothes, if you ask me. Doubt they'll find the last portal back here.
Let's see if I remember correctly. There is equipment, right? And here you can choose the different. What the? Oh, maybe I have to get out before I can switch. Let's see. There we go. Then I can switch between them as I see fit. No, the yellow one is pretty cool. Oh. Oh. And in we go. Stench, huh? I don't think that bad, do I? Ah. Oh. Attack and move away. Got it. Oh no. Ah. Whoops. Hmm. I see. No. Oh. I'm trying to make it go down. There we go. Closer. Go. Huh. Uh-oh. No. Whew. That was close. That's not what I wanted. Oh, there. First now I realized I forgot this vases over there. The jars or whatever you call them.
She'd seen this view before, in a drawing from her uncle's library. Being here made her heart flutter, and then sink. If the story of her family had been different, this would have been her home.
Alright, about halfway there. Maybe let it go just a little bit. Someone's cranky. Peeping Tom. How did this go again? There's something I can do to remember that. Oh, maybe it's over there. Nope. Mouse died. Oops. Oh, I see. I made a mistake. Here we go. Just a little bit. Ow, what the hell? Oh, there, right. I didn't notice that part. Oh, I see. Oh. Just real quickly. Somewhat quickly.
Durin was back. Hey, kid. You took long enough. I found your uncle, but the Master Sentry's been activated. I'm trying to sort it out. This way.
Okay, I just wanted to get the barrel.
My uncle? Is he okay? He's alive for now. We must act quickly. As long as that Master Sentry is watching, the path to the castle is a dead end.
Maybe you two can find a way to shut it down. And I'll, keep watch.
Uh-huh. There we go. Oh wait, wait a minute, wait a minute. Right, of course. Bye. Stupid pieces of scrap and junk. How was it went again? It's been a freaking while. All right, now I remember. That opens the gate. And from what I recall, there was a special way to go about this. Well, you can do it as a... Before I forget it. Huh?
Persistent little furball. I'll give her that.
Remarked the toad.
A most sacred test, if you insist. But you can't hide this from Veda.
I'm a tree, I don't give a trunk. Darth Vader.
Veda may never speak to me again. The voice seemed pained.
But if you succeed, she'll have to accept certain truths about the glass she has long denied.
La 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 la. La da 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 da. La da da da. Save. Don't think... Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Damn it. Oh wait, it's something like... Ah. I have to do them in a specific order. then I can't reach over there. Oh, wait. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh. Whew. Uh-oh.
What lies ahead may break you. But these rituals are the only way to earn the allegiance of the sprites and prove the glass is best held with you.
Uh-oh. Oh boy. Friendly fire. Let's go for round 2 then. Oh fuck. Oh well. Let's go. Bye bye.
Quill, it was an honor to fight beside your uncle, and now an even greater one to see you as my successor.
Oh.
You fought beside my uncle? Are you?
So they're still alive.
Quill felt like she was dreaming. Before her was the great Sprite champion. Her uncle spoke of his legend often.
No, you bow
Wait.
to no one.
Don't go!
Quill shouted into the ether. It's time for you to show us the way. The voice folded back into the leaves. Now hurry! August needs you! He was gone.
But what if I...
Quill was deeply honored. She'd earned the blessing of her hero. And perhaps also the Toad's respect.
I'm sorry I considered you for supper.
He offered.
You'll best be on your way. Ada won't be pleased about any of this.
Quill wondered, what would happen if she crossed Veda's path? And would she ever see the Sprite Champion again?
Only time can tell. Oops. What the? What? How did... Okay. The special way in. Usually you're supposed to just jump here to get on top of that box, but you can do it like that as well. Which gives an achievement if you figure it out. Or a trophy, I guess. And that's 2. Oops. Bye-bye. Sleep tight.
You're all clear, kid.
Adurin affirmed.
It should be a straight shot to the castle now. Come on.
Almost there.
We're trapped.
Cried Quill.
Can you open these doors too? Oh no, these are powerful arcane hexes. I can try.
Uh-oh. Oh boy. Yep.
I can't, kid.
Shouted Adurin.
We have to get out of here. Down here. It's the only way. made a terrible mistake. What is this place? What's that smell? Durin?
Welcome to the mines of Moria.
I'm so sorry, Quill. I really am. All remained still, save for a blazing shadow poised to strike. Quill's insides felt like quicksand sinking in terror at the sight. The shape lunged, metal crashed, and Durin's light went out. Quill's beating heart drew Sarfog's attention. It was a monster of such harrowing enormity that survival seemed impossible. But then, the reader illuminated a break in the stone. Quill dove, the opening just big enough, and narrowly escaped the snap of Sarfog's fiery jaw. Instinct fueled Quill's desperate flee. The littered limbs of those before her served as haunting reminders that this was where so many before her met their end. Her adrenaline waned. Trembling and anchored by a heavy heart, she slowed, stumbled, and crumpled to the cold ground. Quill had never felt more small and helpless. It would take an army to defeat Sarfog. Then, she felt a gentle touch of warmth and mustered the strength to look up. The reader was still there, expressionless as always, but unwavering in their loyalty. Quill felt the depth of their connection, the strength that came with being twofold. They'd come so far, together. My friend, I need your help. If we don't face Sarfog now, my uncle will die. And that monster won't stop until you and I are torn apart. Will you stay with me and try?
Of course. Come on. Take that. Gotta be quick. Ha! What? Don't want to stay for seconds? Nice and slow, nice and slow. Oh. Let's try again. Here we go! No, you don't! Hell yeah. The deafening war cry. Yeah! Oh, so adorable.
Quill searched the silent halls. Uncle? Uncle! She called, but only her echoes responded.
They kind of overlap, I see. Bye-bye, said one sword. Jeez, I'm still missing a lot.
Is that really you? You have to get out of here. If Sarfog finds you...
Uncle, Sarfog is dead. His voice trembled as he spoke.
The glass. The reader. You've bonded. I wanted to keep you safe from all this. It is not a burden you can bear alone.
I'm not alone.
Hell yeah, you're not.
My Quill. Twofold and strong.
He resigned. We're safe now, she assured him. Let's go home.
No, Quill. You've never been in more danger.
His voice faltered.
The Arcane do not end with Sarfog. The King's glass, hidden here in the castle. You must reclaim it.
Where? We're ready. A promising beginning indeed. For so long, another has toiled to write an end for us all. But your bond with Quill grows strong. Your fates, yet still unwritten, are now entwined. And that gives us hope. Yes, your journey together is far from over. Rest now, dear reader. We'll begin again soon.
But darkwood falls before me, with broken bough and blackened leaf. I stand where trees meet with the sky, and in the stillness find you by. When all the paths are overgrown, and evening falls with crimson glow, into the forest I will fly, and in its shadow find you by.
I'm guessing that means thank you for playing. And so, as he said, ends book 1. Or chapter 1, however you want to call it. And that's the end of this stream. An amazing game. If I didn't already say it, then I'll say it. I'll say it again, even if I had said it. Moss is one of the best VR games, well-developed games I have ever played so far. it's nothing really action-packed. There is fighting, of course, but it's not at a super fast-paced sense. But it is good, in my opinion, at least. There is so much goodness in it. Voice acting, I mean, there is the narrator, which doesn't give much a lot of options. I would say she worked very well for who she is. There are some times where you're a little bit unsure: is it Quill or is it the sprite? I don't remember what his name is anymore. The bird thing. There is one point or two where I'm unsure what they say, but usually they say Quill or Kid or something like that, so you know it's the bird spirit thing, and then there's Quill, which mentions their name, but if they didn't exactly specify with names, you wouldn't really be able to tell who is who. But she does pretty well in voicing the different characters. And I mean, the graphics of this game is good. You can't expect it to be like 100% because of how old it is. I mean, it's like, I think it's 4 or 5 years old, this game by now. Maybe I'm I'm giving too much years. At least 3 to 5 years of age. And I mean, it looks good for its time. There are a lot of games nowadays that come out that don't look half as good as this game does. I have not recognized a pixel in this game at any point. And the flow of the game, it's great. The movement of Quill as you control her is smooth. She pretty much stops when you stop, and she glides through the floor when you evade. And the attacks are smooth as well, and the puzzles are good, but not like super complex. So it gives a big, how do you say, like it's more how would you say, not commoner friendly, it's more consumer friendly, I guess. It's good for a variety, even for beginner of gamers. It's a fine start to get into, especially also VR as a whole, and also the platformer, if that's a necessity. And the story is fun, also good. It's nothing too complex, but it also doesn't need it. But it's still a solid concept that it made up. You don't really understand what the glass is. You don't really fully understand why the bad thing happened. But as I see it, you learn with Quill through this game. You learn as the reader as well. So it's a solid story, but it's not something that like overcomplicates the story as well. It's not like you get one answer and then 2 questions more comes out. It's when you get an answer, there comes 1 more question, for example, but that's it. But it's rare that it comes more questions than there already are, and it's not like there's an overflow of these questions as well. You know already, if you realize from the barriers that comes up once in a while. Yeah, stop it, I know. I could just open the book and then that's that. There we go. Happy now?
Your time has come at last. First, they killed the king.
Oh no, I hope not. It starts from the very beginning again.
Meanwhile,
oh, it does. Damn it. let's go to... Can I go back to menu or something? Yeah. Oh, you can also see where the different things are in case you missed something. Holy, I missed a lot of pages there. What the heck? Can I just go back to... Can I just go back? Apparently not. Well, I'll just finish up here then. Well, not now, after I'm done talking. And, I mean, yeah, the fact also, it's not a ton. You can, what's it called, affect with touching and stuff but there, like water, you can't affect that. But the greens and stuff like that, it's a nice touch that you can actually move some of the stuff around. There's actually a immersiveness when you touch some of the nature around. And also you can kind of work with the game as you see fit. You can just use Quill, or you can choose to how do you say, work together. So Quill fights one enemy, you hold some back, and then when Quill is ready, you can move her over to fight an enemy and finish them off. So it gives them some flexibility if you think about it and understand how to use the different aspects of the game. And there's not a big variety of enemies, but it's okay for the size of the game, I think. There are like only 3, and then the boss there at the end. And then also the fact that they added a side quest, side story to the game as well for free. It's a very rare thing to see in the gaming industry, which I liked a lot and found very positive of them. Which is also the reason why I decided to buy the game again for PS5 instead of only leaving it for PS4. But on the other hand, I also bought this game on the aspect that I wanted also to show Book 2, or Chapter 2, which I have yet to play. So, yeah, I will be deep diving into the next game, unknowing what to expect exactly. All I know is the story just continues. And some characters will reoccur. For example, what's his name? Angus, or whatever, the uncle of Quill. And I have no idea how the story goes, how the control goes, if it's the same like this. I will say there are some places it gets a little bit complicated with the fact you can't really move the scenery. Of course, you can move around a little so you can get an overlay, but it gets a little bit complicated if you have to do that for every area, because there's sometimes a little bit problem with the angles, so you have a hard time to measure out how to jump and where to jump and how to grab onto ledges. She grabs automatically, but you can't miss it if you go at a crooked, I don't know, at a wrong angle, it will not grab on to the ledges and she will just fall down. But I guess it's also a little bit of a skill issue, if you want to call it that. But it definitely gets harder when you jump in blind. I have some places I can do it in blind, but there are some that are a little bit too problematic. But overall, the game is freaking phenomenal. And in its own aspect, it can be nice to just sit down and just enjoy the story and focus on what you see instead of movements and stuff like that. You can still move around if necessary for a puzzle, but not required. especially for me that have already played the game, it's easier to know what the scenario looks like, the scenes look like, how you have to move around. But overall, as have played so many games, I can pretty much already usually assume how to get around. I mean, I haven't played this game in 3 years, and I think, and I can already still remember how to get around and stuff like that, and most of the puzzles. Um, and I would highly recommend if it's uh you're looking for a good game, a VR game to start out on, and you're fine with puzzles and stuff like that. I 100% recommend this game. Even if you know the story and if you uh, know the first story, I highly recommend you to go to the second game. I will play it on stream next at some point within a week, I think. Uh, but I highly recommend you to play this, or if you have some people you want to recommend games to, then this is a safe bet. Especially because it's so how would you say, available, as you would say, both to PlayStation, to MetaQuest, and to at least I think it's to MetaQuest, but it's definitely for Oculus Rift. No, not Oculus Rift. Is it for Oculus Rift? I'm not sure, but it's definitely for Steam and HTC Vive. I'm certain of that. So feel free to buy this game if you think it looks interesting, and definitely be on the lookout for the second. Yeah, and the second one you can just like see for the first like 15 minutes or 10, 15 minutes, and then judge for yourself if it's good or not. I will definitely be judging the second one based on the first one here. It has a standard to follow up on. If I have to give an evaluation on this game, I would say it's definitely a 9, but I'm not sure how to rate it. I think a 9 point. Let's say 8, 9.8. With the fact, as I said, that sometimes our troubles with the fact that they recommend you to be sitting down while you play this game, and that there's sometimes it's problematic to see where to jump and stuff like that, or see the angles and stuff like that. There was that point where, on the way up to from the cave where Quill has evaded the snake, where I had some issues with jumping because I couldn't see exactly where to jump and stuff like that. I did move a little bit to get a better look, but it was too high a point. You couldn't really see how to get there. And also with the fact that they could have done a little bit with a more variety in voices, but it feels more like a, what do you say, it's being read from a book when there's only one voice to listen to, like an audio book or something like that. But it would have been nicer with some more voices. I don't think really have anything negative to say about this game. Some of the things I've said are pet peeves. They are pretty much nothing. You can live with the voice, or the voice actor does a good job. It's just a pet peeve with you want more voice for the different characters, and also with the fact that you have to move around. You can fix the thing with bad angles while just standing up and stuff like that. But when a game tells you and they recommend you to sit down, and only thing you have to do is reach and stuff like that, it's kind of bad with some of the angles they have put out. And I think that's all for now. So I'm gonna call it here for this time. So thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like the video, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can get notifications for whenever I upload videos. If you're watching this on Twitch, please feel free to leave a follow so you can get notifications for whenever I live stream. I live stream around 5 p.m. European CST and 10 a.m. American CST on weekdays, and weekends are a little bit on and off. Sometimes I stream, sometimes I don't. But if I do stream, it's around 1-2 p.m. European CST, and it should be 6-7 American CST. So thank you for watching. Take care, and see you in the next video or live stream. Bye.